So much is happening related to dams, which has led the United States of America to really decommission 1,951 dams. I remember that as World Commissioner on Dams, I had a dialogue with the Chief Daniel Beard of USA. He had categorically said that, Madam, we are not against the big dams only for saving the salmon fish. We have studied the costs and benefits of all dams, and now we have taken a position that there should not be any new dam, and now they have decommissioned 1,951 dams. The European countries have decommissioned more than 4,000 dams, and now the latest decision of the European Parliament is that they will make 25,000 kilometers of rivers flow freely. They will remove all dams, all barrages, everything. So नदी को अविरल बहने दो, नदी को निर्मल रहने दो. Let the rivers flow freely. Let the rivers be non-polluted. Is now the issue that is raised. Now Mullaperia Dam, such an old dam, more than 100 years old. Certainly, because of the interstate conflict, what should be done about this dam? How to save Kerala and how to still benefit the Tamil Nadu. These are the two sides of the same coin. But the solution that was proposed by you all of having not necessarily a tunnel like in Uttarakhand, but a pipe, you can say, to take the water at the height of 50 feet, which would really have the lower level of water, but Tamil Nadu will still get the water. It has been getting the water, and they can certainly have number of storages and store the water, and that little loss of small amount of power generation, 3 to 5 megawatt, that is nothing. Kerala can also compromise and compensate for that, and Tamil Nadu also can ignore the loss. The main thing that the people need in Tamil Nadu is water. And we are not, whether it is the Kaveri conflict, the Godavari conflict, the Brahmaputra conflict, or Narmada conflict, we are not wanting to deprive anyone of water deliberately. But both the sides need to be balanced and assessed. This is the responsibility of both the governments, government of Kerala and government of Tamil Nadu. And I don't understand. Are they opposing each other? Both belong to secular parties. They sit in alliance many times. And Mr. Stalin, I know, has never been avoiding dialogues. Whenever we went to Tamil Nadu and had a dialogue with Mr. Stalin, whether on the 4 codes, those very weak labor laws that are being imposed, repealing 29 labor acts that have come up since the days of Baba Saheb Ambedkar, who was one of the first law minister. All that Mr. Stalin is countering, taking a position. Pinarayi Vijayan government, LDF government is also taking position. In Sanyukta Kisan Morcha Farmers Movement, we are all together with Anand Maulaji, with KP Krishna Prasad, Biju Bhai and all. So why can't, when you are on such a long struggle as Satyagraha, no dialogue takes place with you, and why can't there be no dialogue between the state of Kerala and state of Tamil Nadu is the question we have to raise. I think we must appeal to the Politburo members also, who speak so much about the democratic process in development plan. So a river is not any state-bound river. river is like a mother river. It flows beyond one state to Narmada, to 3 states and so on. And state government is a part of the federal structure as per the Indian constitution. Why can't there be no dialogue is the question that Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan government must answer. And I will, on behalf of National Alliance of People's Movements, certainly, and the River Valley Forum of our NAPM will certainly write letters to all the concerned ministers and the Chief Minister of Kerala as well as Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. I think that when this solution was accepted by EC, nothing remains. And the Supreme Court in a way said that at the most it can take 1 year, but it should be taken forward. And that is what now you are asserting your right to. Because the forest will not be submerged, the pipeline and transferring that water without destruction, and saving the risk that at least 3 or 4 districts are to face. If the Idukki Dam also faces it, that will be too much of not just a natural calamity, it will be called a state-made calamity. 2018 dams, floods, we have seen in Kerala, and today Punjab is affected due to 3 dams, Bhakra, Nangal, Ravi and Ranjit Sagar. Narmada is affecting so many villages. So the new dams people are absolutely not allowing, and Adivasis are fighting to say that we want to save our mother river. We don't want any dam. So now it is realized across the world, as I said, and also in India, that dams and dams and dams do not solve the problems, create new problems. So this kind of the proper solution that is suggested, I think there can always be dialogue based on this. And if the governments are not ready, our River Valley Forum has another suggestion, which when we met in Kottayam also I had suggested. We should have people-to-people dialogue. Why not? When the government does not take any initiative to really listen to the people who are on Satyagraha, to really consider the options and alternatives that would resolve the interstate conflict, and to really not deprive someone at someone's cost. Why can't we can have people-to-people dialogue? We are one of the largest democracies, and I think we have number of organizations in Tamil Nadu. The Kaveri Valley organization, Mr. Lenin was one of the real fighter who is no more. That I feel very sorry for.